Welcome. My name is Nuna. I'm here to help you transcend beyond pain and suffering, expand your consciousness, and manifest by merging the arts of writing and magic. I'm happy to have you here. Welcome to our space. And if you are just kind of stopping by, cruising, seeing if this vibe is for you, good, no worries. I'm happy to have you tag along for a little while. And I hope that you receive what you need out of these messages. I do not know exactly what the reading is going to be about today. I do know that it is a beautiful rainy day out here in Virginia, and I'm using this as an opportunity to work. Of course, I am. And after I'm done doing your video, I'm going to go ahead and upload a video for, or record the video and then upload it for the Saiyonan Circle. If you don't know what that is a space where I dedicate my time, attention, and devotion to you behind the scenes in ways that I will not do so in the public. What I do behind the scenes is I offer things, again, that I do not offer in the public, like PDFs, journal prompts, and things of that nature, because I do have a ministry. The ministry is there to serve the community. And as you donate to the ministry, that helps to not only support the ministry, but it also helps to support me so that I can continue my ministerial duties and whatnot to serve you in the best ways possible. So go ahead and check that out. I'll have links for that down below. Thank you so much for trusting and for getting your stuff situated over there for the Saiyonan Circle. That is a coven where we do fellowship, we do dwell, and we do things, again, that we do not do in the public eye. This is the way that I dedicate my time, attention, and devotion behind the scenes. Okay. If you're new here, welcome. Subscribe to this channel because I am going to be doing a lot more readings, a lot more writing pieces and things like that. I'm also wanting to set the intention that this does serve as a writing prompt. And the reason why is because I am into the creative flow. I just got done sending out 25 of the oils, the 1 ounce oils, to one of our team. I don't know if we should call her like a team member or either way it goes. I sent it over to Kami, who is not only a friend of mine and a soul sister, a witch sister, but she's also my trainer. And we partnered up where she will be receiving essentials from the Ethereum, and she will include them in her goodie bags for the women who are a part of her circle. And her business is Solis et Luna Fitness. And I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So anyway, yes, let's go ahead and get into the reading right here. Hi, Skylar. And Skylar's underneath me right now. I don't know what she's doing. Looks like she's scoping out. Anyway, I do have some tea here that you're going to hear me probably drinking from. This is echinacea along with elderberry. I already took some elderberry tincture to help my immune system and whatnot. So yes, these are the cards that we are working with, and allow me to fix the camera for a second. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. I will make sure to have the links to the decks down below in the description box. We're going to be working with this Kipper deck along with the Enchanted Map Oracle, along with the Energy Oracle cards, and I may or may not pull from this Tarot of the Divine deck, of course. I just heard the words focused intention, and then I heard focus your intention. So this is something dealing with focus here. Also, I have not seen these cards yet. This is the first time that I'm seeing them right along with you. So they will definitely come as a surprise to me as they are to you. I just heard toil, like toil and labor. Okay, that one doesn't feel right. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's the Lover's card and you have the main male. That is quite interesting, actually. Quite interesting. You have the Lovers and then you have the main male here. You want to know what's so interesting? When I was grabbing the cards earlier, I was like, do I want to do a love reading? And it's interesting because I'm not notoriously known for doing love readings because I don't like just focusing on just that because I feel like there's so much more that you can get out of tarot and oracle other than just love. And so I don't really too much care for doing like love readings, but it's interesting because that was the vibe that I did get before I even pulled the cards out. And it's interesting because you do have the courtship card here, which I find to be very fitting. So you have the lovers card, the main mount, and the courtship. So undeniably so, this does feel like it has everything to do with dating, and it has something to do with some type of matrimony or some type of coming together, getting to know you vibe, getting to know you outside of the noise of the world, getting to know more of you, if that makes sense. So this main male here, if this is someone divine feminine looking to see if divine masculine is interested, I feel like divine masculine actually really is interested. But I'm hearing not to take things too seriously right away, though. I don't know why I'm hearing don't take it too seriously right away. Allow it to unfold. Allow yourself to take your time with this. Just try not to rush too fast into this. What I'm hearing is that you do get, I don't know why I just heard the word delulu, but not that you're delusional, but there's this element of you fall very quickly, very fast without thinking. And someone here is raising caution. This feels like a guide here saying, I need you to pace yourself because the last time you did this, you went into a situation where you were all, gloomy eyed and big eyed over this. And then what happened was is that you let your guard down. And then after that, it just kind of went downhill. And it wasn't the fact that it was your fault. It was more so the fact that if you would have been stronger with your discernment, you would have seen the signs. Because what I'm hearing is that in your past relationship, they showed you the signs. And so the way that I want to say it, and I hope that we're adult enough to understand that this is not me attacking you or victim blaming. That's not what this is. Okay. If you feel like I'm victim blaming without even shutting this off, with shutting this off before you even listen to the full message, then this respectfully would be part of the problem. Because instead of you like listening, it's like you just kind of shut it out. And that's also the energy that I'm getting with this. It's like someone could have told you that you need to watch out for this person because blah, 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 blah. And while it may be true, you don't want to just take someone's word for it. But at the same time, there was something that was said or something that was done that raised a flag and somehow you ignored it. And I feel like what it was that you just didn't want to just assume and you didn't want to just feel like you weren't giving yourself a chance. Just because you're using discernment and you're following your intuition doesn't mean you're shutting yourself off to love. There's a difference here. What Spirit is saying, and what your guides are saying actually, is that when you allow yourself to use your discernment and when you allow yourself to go with your inner feeling and go with your inner wisdom, that's not you, again, shutting yourself off to love or shutting yourself out or alienating yourself. If anything, it's you making sure that you are in your power. It's making sure that you're empowered. That's what this is. And so what they're saying is try not to, right, go into this without using your head. Like there's this element of you using your head, right? Like your heart will lead you, yes, but they're saying do not forget to use your head. What that means is do not forget to apply logic where it is needed. I don't know why that is a message, but I'm going to trust that. This may not be for you. It may not be, and that's okay. But we have to be real here. We have to be accountable. There are some things that we do experience, and we have all the power to avoid these things if we listen to our intuition. Somewhere down the line, somebody here ignored their intuition. They didn't go with that, and then they ended up experiencing what they experienced. Okay. Is it your fault or is it their fault that that person did what they did? No. But I am a firm believer that if you see the signs, move away. what I'm getting a vision of is like a snake sign. Beware of snakes, right? And it's like, oh, well, okay, I'm just gonna keep going, whatever. Or you ignore the sign. I know the sign is there, but whatever. And then you just keep going. And next thing you know, it's like a snake comes out, and then there's like a snake bite, or like someone gets bit on the ankle by a snake, and then they're upset, wanting to sue the park or wanting to sue the place because they got bit. But it was like, no, we gave you the warning and we gave you the sign. There's signs everywhere, and you chose to keep going even though the signs were there. So why are you trying to like sue us when you were well aware of what was going on? And then they say, well, I wasn't aware. I don't see how you weren't aware when the signs were there. That's exactly what this feels like. That's exactly what this feels like. But either way it goes, okay, reeling it back in, reeling it back in. Okay. Focusing on this, however, it does feel like there is some type of courtship, there is some type of green light, there is something, or like a relationship. It could be with the self, or it could be with someone else, where they're wanting to get into a relationship. They're wanting to, I just heard the words wine and dine. Someone here is at the beginning stages of love. They could be like in the honeymoon phase if you're already in a relationship. And this is where I just heard the word spark. It's like you want to bring the spark back, or you're looking for spark. You're looking to date. If this is an established relationship, this is the phase in your relationship where you want to start bringing. I just heard the honeymoon. You want to bring the honeymoon back in. I don't know why that's the energy, but it's you want to bring the honeymoon phase back. Think about when you first were in the relationship and you were very happy. You were very, probably just like, you were very much just so into each other. And then things started happening, life started happening. The honeymoon phase fizzled out. And then it just kind of became like a normal. I don't know why I'm hearing someone say, yeah, it's kind of boring. Like, it's boring now. Like, we don't do anything. I'm feeling like there's something or someone here that is like, I want to get back to a space where I'm excited about this relationship. I want to get my excitement back. I want to feel happy. I want to feel like we're doing this. Like, I want to be reminded of why we're doing this. I want to be reassured. All of these things. Those are all things that are coming through. But either way it goes, I'm not sensing anything negative per se. If anything, I'm just sensing like a warning. And then I'm sensing, okay, let's just figure out a way that we can come back to each other. Also, divine masculine, this one's on you. You're going to have to initiate something. Divine feminine here, I feel like has already shown up. And I feel like divine masculine, it's your turn. What can I do to bring the excitement back? What can I do to bring the spark? What can I do? How can I cater my energy to divine feminine so that divine feminine feels like it's excited, right? I want the excitement back. I want that stirring to come back. That's so interesting. You have one rising circus, and then you also have here spirit of place. Happy family action. Okay, so yes, I feel honestly exactly happy family. I want to bring the spark back. I want to feel joyous. I want to feel happy. I want to feel like I'm back in tune. Like, I want to come back into rhythm with you. And I feel like, and look at this action. This is a joint effort. Yes, absolutely. But I feel like divine masculine main male here is going to have to take the lead on this one. Exactly. And it's so interesting because look at divine masculine taking the lead. Divine masculine being the white horse, divine feminine being the black horse here. And it feels like divine masculine is like, let me move forward. Let me leap. Let me do the one. Let me do this. Let me take over this. Let me help with this. Let me do this. Right? Let me show up for you. Let me do it. I want to lead us there. I feel like divine masculine is wanting to show up more for divine feminine here. Divine masculine, I would definitely say, and this is, I don't care what your gender is. If you want to apply gender to this, then you do that. What I'm going to do is say that divine masculine is the one that's going to put forth the effort to initiate. This is an initiative time for divine masculine to help bring the spark back and the excitement back into said relationship. And I also feel divine feminine. This is where you lean back and you allow divine masculine to be divine masculine, right? Also, divine feminine, real quick. You may want to say less and do less to allow divine masculine to show their true colors. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I do not know why I'm hearing that. Also, with the spirit of place here and with One Rising Circus, I do feel like this is where you observe. And divine feminine, this is you. Okay, this is definitely you. This is where you allow yourself to pull back into your own beauty, pull back into your own routine, pull back into spirit, pull back into your own current. And I feel like that is where you're going to find peace. You find peace by allowing yourself to go within. You find peace by allowing yourself to sit with spirit. Truly. This is so beautiful. I'm sensing with this space like quiet. I'm sensing quiet with this, where you can hear the spirit. This is very, very magical. This is a very magical energy here. And with One Rising Circus, I feel like there's some things that are just 100% that may have hit the fan before in your past relationship. I feel like I just heard things are about to explode. And I'm seeing, oh wow, okay. I just saw confetti popping out of a box, and then I just saw what is that? Like a clown popping out of the box, and there's like confetti everywhere. And then I'm seeing someone kind of get like squirted in the face with I don't know what you call that stuff, but like you kind of spray it and then it like gets everywhere. It's like that, but it almost kind of comes off as annoying. It's like, why are you doing like, can you just be more mature, please? I feel like that's maybe the energy that you're leaving behind, where you were in a relationship where this person just was not as mature. They took everything as a joke when you wanted to be serious. And I feel like they just weren't ready. And I feel like they were projecting this more inner child energy out there because they themselves were just simply not ready for a real relationship. Meanwhile, you were ready for a real relationship. And it's so interesting because I keep hearing about the ignoring of the signs. They were showing signs and you gave them a chance. I feel like there's a message here about you not accepting anything that anyone is doing. If you feel that there is a red flag, you go the other way. You do not engage. And it's okay that you don't engage. Okay? Let me go ahead and pull from this pile, from this deck actually. Let's see. Exactly. Judgment. Exactly. 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 We can't make this up at all. I'm glad that I shuffled exactly judgment. You have to be willing to use your own judgment. This is where you merge your intellect and your intuition, and you don't deviate away from that. Your intuition will always lead you to the right reasoning. Always. Your intuition will always lead you to the right reasoning. You don't have to second guess yourself at all. At all. With the judgment card, this does come revelation. I feel like you're about to see what you really do want in a partner. And I feel like you're about to see your divine partner, like you're a divine partner. And also what I'm hearing is that, and this is so interesting because sometimes like when you're dating, what you'll end up doing is like you'll come across people, and when you come across them, you'll think they're the one, but what they're showing you are different aspects of the one. And so if you're going through these relationships, like you're just kind of dating, cruising by, whatever, I feel like, and that's kind of the energy that I'm also picking up with this. It's like you're kind of going in and out of these relationships. You're like, well, where's the one? Like, I feel like I'm looking for the one. Like I'm not finding him or her or them or whatever. And the reason is because you're seeing in real time what it looks like what that person looks like. If you use the divine union oil in the Ethereum and you're wondering like why you haven't found the one yet, it's because there's something more than likely that you're learning and that you're observing, that you're seeing within these other partners that are showing you again traces of your divine partner, and they're also in a way revealing things about yourself that you may want to address before you get into this relationship that you want to be long lasting. Okay. Also, again, this relationship that you're wanting to get into, or that yeah that you're wanting, look at that exactly, Empress. You're diving deeper into your divine feminine energy, divine feminine. Exactly. It's one of those things where you understand that in order for you to have a successful relationship or a thriving relationship or a fulfilling relationship, it is going to take a bit more vulnerability and honesty and you using your intellect and your intuition. I feel like that's speaking directly to divine feminine though, honestly. Queen of Swords. Exactly. Exactly. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords energy does not give two shits about what anyone thinks. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it directly. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. I'm not going to BS around you. I'm not going to do it. If I sense it once, that is it. That is all. There is no trying to talk me out of it. There's no trying to talk me into it. Leave me alone. I said what I said. And sometimes just getting up and walking away is all the response you need. And now looking back and saying, that is not what I accept. I don't accept this. What I only accept is quality care. What I do accept is quality care. I don't accept anything less than that. I do not accept anything less than that. Whew, Nine of Cups here. And is there anything else divine before we exit the reading that we need? Okay. We have the Three of Wands and we have the Ten of Swords. All right. So with the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords, this is letting me know to release, let go, and to, I just heard the word vanquish the energy from that past relationship that you had, because I feel like it's kind of bleeding into your new relationship, or it could run the risk of bleeding into the relationship that you're wanting in the future. I feel truly like this is one of those things where you do want to focus on what you want to appear into your reality as far as a partner, but you also don't want your past relationship to bleed into this one. Okay. And that's really all that I feel like we have. That's all that I feel that needs to be explained, to be honest. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm hoping that this reading did help a little bit. I know that the very beginning was not probably not as pleasant, which not all readings are pleasant, and I honor that. Okay. But I do love you, right? I do love you, and I love you enough to be honest with you. And I'm not going to sugarcoat the messages, because I feel like if I did that, then I would be doing you a disservice, and I really wouldn't be helping you if I did that. So forgive me for being very much like, you know, if I was offensive, I don't mean to be offensive. I just want to make sure that I give you exactly what comes through. Okay. Now, anyways, I hope again that this helped you. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. If you need anything, you know where to find me. If you don't, I'll make sure to leave every link that you would need down below in the description box, as well as in the comment section. I would love for you to leave me a comment. Let me know how or what you want in a partner down below. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Take care, and I'll catch you in my next video.